Hi guys, it's Elisa and I'm back today with another post-breakup relationship advice video. Excuse the way I look, I'm exhausted. I'm moving out tomorrow into my college dorm and I've literally been packing all day long and shopping all day long and I'm just run down, not wearing any makeup, and I just look like a big pile of hot shit, but it's okay because I make it work. So basically, I received a question about rebound relationships, and what it was, I did do a video on rebound relationships, and it was for both genders, like what it means when a guy gets into one and when a girl gets into one, but it focused mainly on the guy because it's more typical to see a guy in a rebound relationship versus a girl. Well, except for guys also get a lot more like shit for it versus girls. Like when a guy gets into a rebound relationship, everyone's like, "Oh, you're such a man-ho, like slow down, like like take it easy." But for a girl, it's like, yeah, you be a hoe, you get out there, you try new things. So it's kind of like screwed up how that's handled differently, but it's none of my business. So I'm going to be talking about how girls handle rebound relationships and like why we do it, or what our goal is, or just how it's different for guys. So when a guy and a girl get into a rebound relationship, they're for the same exact reasons, except for the outcome is different. And that's the whole point of the video. Like when a boy gets into a rebound relationship and when a girl gets into a rebound relationship, it's for the same purpose. We want to forget about our ex and we want to immediately fill that hole. That's the whole goal of it. You're with someone for so long and your brain psychologically develops patterns where you're used to them. Everything that you do, it's with them. Habits are formed. That's why cigarettes are addicting. That's why alcohol is addicting. That's why OCD happens, like, because your brain forms habits and you can't really break those habits because it's an actual physical biochemical change in your brain. Like, it's all science if you think about it. Like, a habit is a habit and you cannot break it. Well, you can, but it's very, very hard to. And it's the same with a relationship. Like, when you're with someone for so long, your brain starts functioning with them in mind. Like, it's hard to do things without them because you're so used to having them with you. It's hard to cuddle with new people or see new people or date new people or love new people or buy gifts for new people. Like, it's hard to give yourself to someone new if your brain embedded them into your biological patterns, or even if they're like in your heart. So it's like when you break up with someone and you lose that, your brain, it's the same thing as like not smoking a cigarette or not having a beer if you're an addicted alcoholic. It's like, what do I do? So you immediately take in someone new to fill that hole. Like, boys and girls do that. Boys are a lot more like blatant about it. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna go fuck some bitches tonight. But the girls are more like, I just need this attention right now. I need someone to be there for me. And, guys see girls as really vulnerable. So if a guy sees a girl is hurting, he's going to be like, oh, come here, let me take care of you. And the girl is going to fall for that guy, because she wants that attention back. She wants that love back. She wants that affection back. And it doesn't matter that it's not you. It does in a little bit, it does matter, because it's like you're not exactly, or he's not exactly her ex, but it's the love that she misses. It's the attention that she misses. Now, if she was truly in love with the boy, she cannot replace that. The rebound relationship will fail if she was truly in love with you, because true love can't be replaced by someone new. The only thing that's being replaced is the sex, the affection, the phone calls, the kisses, all that physical stuff that can be gotten over. So if she really loved you, don't worry. Like, she won't go anywhere. She'll be stuck there for a very long time. But if you think that, like, even though it sucks to admit it, but if you think that she maybe didn't love you as much as she should have, or she could have, or you think that she eventually can get over you, I promise you, the love and the affection that she's getting from someone new, it's gonna pull her away from you. And that's the difference between guys and girls in a rebound relationship, and that's exactly what I said in the beginning of my video. The difference is not the action, but it's the outcome. The outcome is, my bra is on way too tight. I'm sorry, it's super TMI, but like, it is squeezing me. The difference is the outcome. Girls actually move on, guys don't. And if you watch the video called "To the Guys Who Brush Off Their Breakup," this is what's covered. A guy uses rebound let's say, okay, pretend there's like a male body right here. These are his feelings, okay? Like, this is a bunch of feelings. These are all of his like, this pinky is like his crying, my ring finger is like his just watching YouTube videos or like drinking beer, like every finger represents like a different kind of negative emotion that he's feeling. Like, he just has this big pile of feelings inside of his body. He doesn't know what to do with it. So he starts dating new people, and it's like being pushed down and pushed down and pushed down. Then it's shoved so deep into the back of his head or to the pit of his core that he lies to himself and he fools himself and he thinks that it's gone. So that's the guy. The feelings are still there, but he's compressed them and he's hidden them with new girls, rebound relationships, alcohol, sex, parties, whatever. The girl, these are her feelings. Every time she meets a new guy or she goes out and sees new people, he is taking away those feelings one by one by one, and eventually there's none left. So the outcome is, let's say we go 5 months later on down the road, 6 months, a year later on down the road, you have these two bodies, the boy and the girl. The girl's fine. All her feelings are gone. Like, she remembers you because, like, obviously she can't forget you, but she moved on. Like, when girls move on, we really move on. Unless she truly loved you, then she's not moved on. But if you think that she could get over you, then she can. So she's here, her feelings are gone. The guy, however, he trained himself to believe that he's okay. He lied to himself and told himself that he's fine, and he told himself that he doesn't care anymore. But as soon as he sees his ex-girlfriend, as soon as he hears her name, as soon as he sees a text from her or a letter from her or an old picture of her, or when his family brings her up, all those feelings that are hiding in the pit of his core, they're going to start going up his esophagus, and it's going to come out like, I miss her, I still love her, like something is going to come out. And that's because the boys don't deal with the feelings how they should. And that's the difference between guys and girls. Girls move on because they let themselves feel and they let themselves hurt. And that's literally, I talk about this in so many of my videos because it's the truth. We're babied in society. Like, it's like, oh, you can cry, yeah, here's some tissues, tell me how you feel, do you want to go get a drink, like, yeah, let's talk about it, do you want to go to counseling, do you want to do this, that? But for the guy, it's like, dude, did you just, like, check her Facebook? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you guys are not nurtured at all. You know, they're told to be a man, they're told to suck it up, they're told to get over it. And it's sad because, you know, guys feel just as much as girls, but they're told that it's not okay to. So the answer to the question that I received is boys and girls initially, in the beginning, do rebound relationships for the same reason. They're trying to move on, they're trying to fill that psychological gap that you left in them. But the outcome is totally different. They're dating people not so they can forget about you. That's not the goal here. They're dating people so they can move on. There's a difference between forgetting about someone and moving on. The guy is dating and sleeping with new people so he can forget about the girl. He doesn't want to think about her. Even if he does see a future with her, even if he still loves her or wants to marry her, he's still going to date new people, sleep with new people, because he wants to forget about her in that moment. Guys are spur-of-the-moment thinkers. But when a girl is doing this, it's not because she wants to forget about her ex. It's not because she doesn't want to think about him at the moment. Girls are not moment thinkers. We're future thinkers. So when she's dating new people and seeing new people, it's not because... I lost my train of thought. It's because she wants to move on. Not because she wants to forget him, but because she wants to move on. And know the difference between the two. There's a difference between wanting to forget about someone and wanting to move on. Forgetting someone is short term. It can be done by alcohol, by drugs, by sleeping, by putting headphones in, by doing homework. It can literally be fixed by anything, like in the moment. But moving on is a temporary thing. And guys don't do that. Guys just forget. Guys are like, today, this moment, the present, this time, this hour, I'm going to forget about her. Have sex with this person, drink this beer, smoke this blunt. And then later on, since they're not dealing with those feelings as they should be, they keep brushing it off, they're going to come right back up later. But the girl, she's crying, she's talking to people, she's getting it out of her system, she's dating and seeing new people, and eventually it's not so she can just forget about him anymore, because the first few weeks it is just to, like, forget about him, but that's not the goal. Remember, the goal is to move on. So eventually she is going to start moving on. She is going to start having those feelings taken away from her, and she is going to be cleansed, and she is going to be whole. While the guy, he just brushed everything off to the side, because all he was doing was forgetting and not healing. He wasn't moving forward. He was running in place. And there's a huge difference. And I really wish I had, like, a whiteboard or something so I could, like, I'm a really visual person. Like, that's why I'm, like, the body in the pit. So that's pretty much my explanation about how girls and guys move on. Well, not move on. Well, guys forget, girls move on. But that's how they both handle rebound relationships really differently. I hope I helped. If I did, let me know. If not, I could probably do another video, but that's pretty much all I have to say on the topic. A popcorn stuck in my throat. So, I guess I can add one more thing. If a girl is in a rebound relationship, I don't want to like scare you or upset you, but it is because she's trying to move on. And unless she really loves you, unless she's put up a fight for you, if you just broke up with her and you didn't give her a chance to like really fight for you, or if she was fighting for you or was trying to stay with you, clearly she's not just going to forget about you and move on. Clearly she still wants to be with you, and maybe she's using this other guy just to make you jealous. That's always a possibility. Jealousy is always a key factor too. But let's say the relationship was just kind of ugly towards the end, or y'all weren't treating each other well anymore, or she broke up with you, or there's just no sign that she was happy and she wanted to leave, then yeah, she's rebounding to get over you and to move on and to forget about you. So it all depends on the situation, and if you give me details on your relationship, I could probably help you a little bit more. But generally speaking, this is what happens. Sometimes it's jealousy, but for the most part, she's trying to forget about you at first, the first few weeks, but then from there on out, she's trying to move on. Guys aren't like that. Guys are just forget, and then in the end, they forget to take care of themselves. So, thanks so much for watching. Good night, Dad. Love you. Bye.